Hey, what's up guys, Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the West Ham Career Mode. Of course, we are in the January transfer window in this episode. We actually don't have too many matches to play, the main ones being this United match, which if you guys watched the last episode, you know that we've had some trouble against them. And then toward the end of the month, we've got a match against Arsenal at home. So those will be the two matches that I play, and then I'll likely sim the matches against Crystal Palace and against West Brom so we can get into some transfer deals. Now, in the last episode, I asked you guys what players we should be going after, and we actually have a pretty decent sized budget to work with, and that's assuming we don't sell any players in this transfer window. I don't have any players that I want to offload in this team in particular, but if the right offer does come along, then we may very well sell a player and try to replace them with hopefully a higher rating player, because this is the last season of this career mode. And I think our main target for this transfer window is going to be Tolisso. We've tried to sign him since season 1, still hasn't happened, and I think now's the time. Now, I've sent an inquiry over to Lyon, and apparently the price for Tolisso is a lot less than I thought it would be, only 14 million, which is within our budget. And honestly, we should be able to pick him up for roughly 10 million, maybe even less. So to start off with, I'll be putting in an 8 million bid and see what Lyon have to say. But before we can get into any confirmed transfer deals, we've got to play this game against Manchester United. This match is at Old Trafford. However, I'm very confident in the team we're bringing out. Hardly any of our players have any detriment to their fitness. Batshuayi is really the only one because he played a couple of days ago. Aubameyang's back. Let's see if he can get some goals. This match against Manchester United has huge implications for us as we're currently sitting first. Manchester United only a couple of points behind us, and this is the starting 11 for them. As per usual, no major changes. Some good build-up initially, and we'll see if we can get some shots on Manchester United this game. The last game, we really didn't test them too often, but already we're finding some space in the middle. Payet plays it back to Ruben Neves. He's going to play this one across, and now it's Batshuayi. He's going to play it over to Entep. Can he do a nice little fake shot, create some space for himself? And that was an incredible move. Can he get the shot off? Really no angle, but that clipped the post. Goes out for a goal kick. And here's Neymar on the ball, playing it out wide to Daley Blind. Hesse having none of it. Poor pass though. Wayne Rooney picks it up. We've got to defend this. Rooney plays in the middle. It's Neymar. That's a good move. Oh my goodness, Neymar. What an incredible move to set that up. He kind of flicked it up to himself, and he just tucks it away. Let's see this one more time. I can't even discredit that goal. You know, Neymar's that kind of player that can do amazing stuff. Not sure if he did that on purpose, but regardless, amazing goal by Neymar. Oh, good work by Aubameyang to keep it. He's going to cut inside, have the shot, and he gets it on target. David De Gea once again making the save. It's going to be tough to get a goal by him. Oh, don't score another one. Neymar. Don't be doing this to me. How is he able to get these shots by Arrizabalaga? He's pulling off incredible saves, but Neymar's rating is just showing off right now. From this kind of angle, you'd think Arrizabalaga could make the save, but no, he gets by on the near post, and our troubles with Man United is just going to continue. Oh, if Aubameyang's through right here, this should be a goal. Just a power shot. There it is. It's 2-1 before halftime. We still have hope. Aubameyang making the impact already. Despite being out for a couple of weeks, you'd think that would maybe affect his form, but that really doesn't seem to be the case. Perfectly timed run, good through ball by Payet, and that's why I want to keep him on this team. The link-up play is just fantastic. Pretty decent half for us. We've turned things around in the second portion of the first half. Let's try to carry that on to the second half. Pereira now, cutting inside. Good bit of no-touch dribbling. He's going to play it over. Once again, it's Neymar. Fancy pass. John Stones with a block, but they still have it. It's Pereira. Played it inside. Schweinsteiger. Young gets a piece of it, but still with Man United. The cross sent in. Oh, it's Bastian Schweinsteiger to put it away. Really can't be giving them second opportunities like we did right there. We need to make sure we're clearing the ball out because they are clinical. Gets by Neymar. Hesse still on the ball. Oh, this is good by Hesse. Oh, off the post. Let's get back to it, guys. Come on. Entep with it still. Gonna play this in the box. And once again outside. This is good bill of Wendell. Well, that was better than his shot in the last episode. I'll give him that. Thinking some substitutes could help us out, so I'm gonna bring on some fresh legs in the last 30 minutes. Oh, Darmian with the pace. He's gonna swing this one in. Nicely defended. Let's get on the counter. We need to start focusing on the attack just as much as clearing the ball out. There we go, Antonio. Play that through. It's Aubameyang once again. Can he just go with the power shot? And again, it's Aubameyang getting a goal for himself. He just keeps us in this match. Let's push on. Let's at least get a draw. Again, the well-timed run and a perfect pass to find Aubameyang. His power shot's just clinical. Find Entep. Get to this, please. He keeps it in bounds. Entep, come on. Swing this one inside the box if he's on sides. Oh, David De Gea with the punch out. We're going to keep it, though. It's Mahrez. That's who I want on the ball. He's got lots of skills. Oh, that's a penalty, ref. You've got to be... Okay. Excuse me, how is that outside the box? So unless my eyes are deceiving me, this sure does look like it should be a penalty, but I think the ref marked it where his right leg is, and outside the box, it's a free kick. But it is what it is, and we're just going to have to play this one inside the box. It's going to be Riedewald. Plays in the middle. Fellaini gets a leg in. Man, this game is not on our side. If he can get inside the box, this can be dangerous for us. He's going to lay it over. It's Entep, the fake shot, and now the shot! We get it by David De Gea. It doesn't matter if the ref took a penalty kick away from us. We can get a goal on the normal fashion. It's tied up. 6 minutes left. The momentum's on our side. We can get this win. Daily Blind finds Benzema. Benzema to Fellaini. Fellaini over to Schweinsteiger. Now it's going to fall to Darmian. Back to Fellaini. He's going to play it over to Benzema. Oh my goodness. Ander Herrera could have easily finished that. Throw in for us with just 2 minutes of extra time. We got to be quick about this. Sebastian Young gonna play it in the middle. And again, not the pass I wanted, but it's cleared out by Man United. The match ends at a draw. What a game this has been. Probably one of the best games this season from a neutral perspective. Chances for both teams and big players showing up in this game. Aubameyang for us, Neymar for Man United. I think a draw is a fair result. Right after that match, we got some transfer offers to deal with, and Manchester City trying to sign Aubameyang from us. $25.5 million. That's an absolute joke, City. I can't believe they even tried with that kind of offer, considering we picked him up for $35 million, and he's the top goal scorer in the Premier League. It just doesn't make sense right now, so we're going to reject that, see what this other offer is. Ooh, Arrizabalaga, a $29.5 million offer from Spurs, but he's still growing for us. 23 years old, 85 rated. Just going to reject this one straight up. Finally, into our own transfer business, Lyon has declined our first offer for Tolisso. I think we did $8 million, and they're saying $14 million. So we're just going to increase this a little bit. We're going to up it to $10 million, and then we'll do $12 million, and then eventually $14 million if they're being really stingy. We'll be sending this match against Crystal Palace. It's at home, and we have most of our starting players in there. The only substitute I did make was bringing in Weigl in replace for Ruben Neves because he was a little bit tired, and Entep getting the first goal of the match in the 14th minute. We'll go ahead and watch this whole match in full and see how it unfolds. It looks like we will be going into halftime with a lead. Batshuayi picking up an injury, not what I like to see, but Vendel picking up a goal for himself. Maybe it was a long shot, we'll see later on. But 20 minutes left, looks like we're going to pick up the win here. Aubameyang getting a third goal and adding to his tally in the Premier League this season. 3-0 win against Crystal Palace. Let's check out the injury. Well, this is not what I was hoping for. Batshuayi suffered a torn hip flexor. He's going to be out for 3 months, just about as bad as it can get. So that might have to modify some of our targets in this transfer window. I did remember that we're looking to sell Goretzka for roughly $10 million or so. Might have to pick up a replacement striker with that money. Meanwhile, we've got another training session, and Arrizabalaga should be going up to his 86 overall rating. Exciting stuff for us, and John Stone's just about to 83. No luck with the $10 million offer for Tolisso. We're going to up it to $12 million. Couple of transfer offers for us. The first one for Vendel. We're just going to reject this one from Borussia Mönchengladbach. I don't think Vendel is going to be going back to the Bundesliga anytime soon. We'll see what our second offer is for. And it's for Leon Goretzka from Aston Villa. $6 million. Not exactly what I want. Despite him wanting to leave the club, I want to get at least his market value. So I'm going to try $8 million and see if Aston Villa are willing to pay that much. Meanwhile, Lyon have finally accepted our transfer offer, $12 million for Tolisso, and now we just got to get into some contract negotiations. 60 grand a week is not too bad. Pretty good price for this kind of player. I'm curious what his overall is going to be. It's got to be upper 70s, maybe lower 80s. But I'm thinking it's going to be upper 70s. So we're going to give him the squad rotational player, see if he accepts that. Another sim match for us, and it's going to be against West Brom, this time away from home, so I'm a bit concerned that the result might not be as good, but Payet starting things off with a good note, getting a goal in the 6th minute, McLean getting a goal in the 11th minute though, so it should be a pretty close match. West Brom's not doing too well in the league, they've lost their last 2 games, but Entep getting a goal before halftime to give us the lead before half, which is good. With about 20 minutes left, let's see if we can hold on, maybe even add another goal. And as I say that, Riedewald gets another goal for us. That should wrap things up. We get a 3-1 win. Good result for us. Some more transfer news. Aston Villa have accepted our counter offer of $8 million for Leon Goretzka. So we're going to get a little bit more added to the transfer budget. But more importantly, Tolisso has accepted his contract offer. So he's going to be making his way to the team. And like I guess, Tolisso is in the upper 70s, 78 overall, and the price we paid for him, that's not too bad. Good value for money. And we'll take a look at his stats. He is just so well balanced. You can see a lot of the dark greens and even some light greens in there. Ball control, skill attributes, all very good. He's versatile. He can play CM, CDM, left back, right back, high work rates, basically wherever we need him. And I'm hoping that's the kind of player he can be for us. I think he's going to play an important role for this club for the remainder of the season. And not to mention, since we've been going after him since Season 1, this signing's big for me. Alright guys, I've added a couple strikers to our short list. The first one you can see here is Carlos Tevez. Of course, he's gone back to Argentina to fulfill a couple of his final years of his career, but he spent some time here at West Ham. And honestly, I think his prime was here in the Premier League. We're going to try to convince him to come back and see how much we can pick him up for. We've got one more simulated match to throw in. It's a game against Crystal Palace. Pretty early stages of the FA Cup, so I don't mind simulating this one. I definitely will be playing the later stages of the FA Cup when we get pretty late into the tournament, but not a good start for Crystal Palace. 2 red cards in a couple of minutes. And luckily, Connor Wickham missed a penalty. We're up 1-0, courtesy of Mark Noble's goal in the 27th minute. Surely we have to beat a 9-man team, but unfortunately, they really don't make an impact in these simulated games. But luckily, Noble picks up another goal, 2 goals for him in this match, and showing why he can still be a strong player for this club. We get the win. Just to fund a couple more transfers, I'm going to request some more money from the board. I'm going to be increasing our cup objective to winning the final instead of reaching the semi-final, and see if they do grant our request. The board once again willing to give us some extra money. We get about 6.5 million added, which is good. And then in terms of our enquiries, Jamie Vardy going for cheap. However, he's pretty low rated in this save, so I think we might be able to go for better options. Charlie Austin, not a bad price, 10.5 million. Before we can get into any more transfers, we got this huge match against Arsenal. Of course, this is our first game without Batshuayi that we're playing. However, we've got Antonio to fill his place. And Antonio's performed well in the past when he's played striker, so hopefully he can do it again. Arsenal haven't been too busy in terms of transfer news. The only notable player in their starting 11 that's new is going to be David Luiz. Oh, Giroud plays it off. Oh, guys, what are you doing, John Stones? You know, I was just trying to pass back to the keeper there, and John Stones passes it back into his own net. I don't think I've made a bigger mistake this year in FIFA 16, maybe even in any career mode I've done. Oba. Nice through ball to Payet. Payet trying to do something with it. Gonna cut inside. Good work. And get by. Oh, this is just beautiful. Payet, just stop it, man. Just stop it. That is when we needed him to step up. After John Stones' crucial mistake, Payet makes an incredible run. Just scoops by that, would have been left back or right back. Gets by David Luiz. And Petr Cech, you don't stand a chance, mate. Good clearance away. Nicely done. Can we get on the counter? It's Antonio. Can he get by David Luiz? Yes, he can. Let's go. Come on, Antonio. You got someone on the far post. Is he going to do it himself, though? Yes, he is. The finesse shot, and gets it by Petr Cech. We weren't sure what we were going to do right there. The defender did not commit in time. And Antonio with the cheeky finesse shot on the near post. It's 2-1. We're scoring a lot of goals in this match and this episode. We're going to play this one short over to Entep. Defender not closing him down quite yet. And he's going to get inside the box. This is really good. Entep, good stuff. The finesse shot. Oh, Cech with the save. And cleared out by Gabriel. Alright, it's halftime. We probably should be up 2-0 right now, but that own goal might come back to bite us later on. We need to get some more goals, make sure that Arsenal is completely out of this match. Santi Cazorla. Santi Cazorla playing it out wide. It's Debussy. Now it's into Giroud. Not sure why he would cross it, but Mesut Ozil. What a finish on the near post. 78 minutes into this game. We've got 12 minutes to get a goal. I really want to get a win here. Oh, Lanzini's away. This could be a chance for us. He's going to try to cut in. He's going to get inside the box here. Lanzini, can he finish? Oh my goodness, Lanzini, he's been a super sub. We're going to snag 3 points away from Arsenal. What a win this has been. Lanzini made the run across the entirety of the field. That Bourbon spin's working so well against Arsenal today. Decided to wait on the shot, and what a finish. Let's go. What a win that was against Arsenal. Lots of goals in this one. And guys, I'm going to be honest, I think this has been the most entertaining episode in terms of matches played. Alright, so unfortunately, I don't think we have the cash to pick up Carlos Tevez, but I asked you guys on Twitter. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you can find the link to it down below. But you guys suggested a couple players, and I've narrowed it down to 3 players within our price range. First one is going to be Cedric Bakambu. 15.5 million is his inquired price from Villarreal. Vincent Aboubakar, 17 million from Porto. And then we've got Saido Berahino, 20 million from Everton. I think of these 3, Aboubakar is going to be my top choice, Berahino is going to be my second choice, and if need be, we can go after Bakambu. We'll be testing the waters with a 12 million offer that still gives us a lot of room to maneuver with roughly 3 million left in the transfer budget. Well, that didn't take much. Porto have accepted our 12 million offer for Aboubakar, which is a steal in my opinion. So now with 9 hours left on transfer deadline day, just got to get through these contract negotiations. 80 grand a week, we're going to give him 3 years, and that important first team player, because I think that's what he's going to be, at least until Batshuayi returns to the team. And that transfer deal is done and dusted. Aboubakar has accepted our contract offer, and he's going to be a nice addition to the team. I'm curious as to what his rating is going to be. I think it's going to be right around 80 overall. And I was right on the money. He's 80 rated, and he's got some nice stats, guys. The sprint speed as well as the strength is going to be a nice combination. He's got good skill attributes, and he does have 4-star skills, which I'm excited to test out. I don't think Batshuayi actually has 4-star skills, so in some aspects, this guy might be an upgrade from Batshuayi, and if I like using him more, then he might stay in the starting 11, but he's also got the flair trait. We'll see if he can score some nice goals for us. And with transfer deadline day coming to an end, we'll take a look at some of the top deals. David De Gea on his way out of Manchester United on over to Bayern Munich. That's good news for us. And Manchester United, I don't think they're going to be able to compete without David De Gea. I'm curious if they replaced him with anyone, but Benteke on his way to Borussia Dortmund, all the players leaving for Bundesliga clubs, and Krychowiak on his way to Liverpool. And just looking at some of Man United's transfers, they brought in some guy named Lewis, and then they sold David De Gea, so they haven't replaced him with anyone notable. Alright guys, with transfer deadline day coming to an end, this is the team that we do have. A couple of new additions with Aboubakar and Tolisso being added to the squad. Some injuries faced, but I think we're going to be able to push on, guys. I thought this was a really entertaining episode. If you guys thought the same, make sure to leave a like rating down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Until the next episode of this career mode, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.